What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Pronouns. How y'all doing? Hope I'm on a blessed Sunday if you're watching this. Before I get started on this whole Triple H doesn't know what the fuck he's doing when it comes to Joshi wrestlers. Just want to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers of Rumble. Still hard stuck at 434. Alright, 131 now apparently on Rumble. So thank you to people who are still here that like, comment, support the channel on both YouTube and Rumble. I appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, now I've been meaning to make this video for a while now. And like I stated in the community post, I haven't been shitting on Triple H enough here recently with how much of a garbage fucking booker he is. Alright, let's just take a look at Io Sky, the genius of the sky, whatever the fuck that means. Alright, her title reign was recognized at 132 days. But yeah, she defended the belt like what, like 2-3 times? I want to say 2, because she defended it at WrestleMania, didn't do fuck all for like 2 months, and then defended it against Rhea Ripley, right? And then lost it to Naomi. So I believe she lost it on her second title defense. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was it. Right? Y'all let me know. But the fact is, you know, she's coming up these fucking PLEs in the crowd, smiling like, hey, look at me, happy-go-lucky. Even though I'm the Raw Women's World Champion, and I should be defending this title, should be out there cutting promo like an open challenge, for fuck's sake. Like, how hard is that? See, the thing with Io, and here's the thing, man, because there's this disconnect, right, when it comes to Joshi wrestlers, right? Getting over in Japan is completely different from getting over in the States, right? In Japan, you gotta pay your dues, you gotta bust your fucking ass, right? You gotta put in the work, you gotta be respectful to the culture, and most importantly, you gotta put on some banger after banger after banger matches. Right? If you do that, then 9 times out of 10, you will get over, right? Here in the States, no, people in the States, first off, don't give a fuck about Japanese wrestling. Majority don't even watch the bullshit. That's why you see comments online be like, oh, who the fuck is Julia? You know, oh, here we go, another like Japanese chick that they brought over who's not ready to be on the main roster. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about? But here in the States, right, in my opinion, character work is far more important than the in-ring work, the work rate. You got to be able to connect to the audience somehow, some way. Right? Got to be able to cut a promo. And the most important thing is you got to be able to entertain. Which is why Io isn't as over as people believe that she is. She could be, alright, but it's like, how are you going to give a fuck about a champion that hardly wrestles, hardly shows up? When she does, doesn't do fuck all. Someone like Io, alright, who is regarded as, some people feel she is the best women's worker in that company. Me, I think it's Stephanie Van Kier, but that's just me, right? Regardless, the main thing you want to focus on, a highlight when it comes to Io, is her matches, right? She got the theme song, that's a good fucking theme, that's a good look, right? I still don't know what the fuck Genius of the Sky is. I can't tell you what the fuck that even means. Alright, but the main thing you want to focus on as far as getting her over is her matches. So therefore, the more she wrestles, the better. Alright, it's like, because at least you can be like, well, she's a fighting champion. She's out there fucking day in, day out, putting over that title, right? Putting in the work. That's what a champion's supposed to do. Like, you telling me she can't defend the belt against an Ivy Nile on just a random episode of Raw, just for fuck's sake? You know what I mean? Or a Maxine Dupree, or Natalia, or whoever the fuck else is on fucking Raw. You can't get that? Nah, okay. I got you. Welcome to the Triple H era champions hardly wrestle. Which is why I want to pivot over to Kairi Sane. You know, you got all these people talking about how, like, oh, she's done. She's washed. It's over. She fucking sucks. Release Kairi Sane right now. Like, why they bring her back? All this bullshit, right? And it's always the same thing, man. Usually they blame the wrestler and not the booking. You know, sometimes it's both, right? Sometimes the booking is garbage and the wrestler's garbage. Right? In this case, it's the booking. Right? I don't believe that Kairi Sane's washed. Like, you can even tell on commentary that they don't give a fuck about Kairi Sane. That's the fucking problem. I'll never forget. It's like some episode on Raw, right? Michael Cole was like, look, it's Kairi Sane. I guess she's a pirate princess. It's like, you guess? Like, motherfucker, it's your job to put over a wrestler's character. You're supposed to know what the fuck they are. So the fact that he's confused or doesn't know tells me that they don't give a fuck about Kairi Sane. Maybe if they gave her some of these long-ass matches that they give to Io Sky, maybe, just maybe, she could start to get over. And she already has a gimmick. Unlike Io Sky or Julia, right? She's the pirate princess, but she doesn't act like a fucking pirate. Where's her shit? Why is she not being out there like, arr, shimmy timbers, you know? She should be swinging from the fucking rafters like fucking Paul Burchill did. We came out of nowhere and had that awesome entrance. That's what the fuck Kairi Sane should be doing. Right? Give her a Soul Calibur theme song. Right? She'd be out there fucking in a woman's locker room drinking fucking rum. You know, Kairi's rum. Captain Kairi. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many possibilities. There's so much fun that could be had. Like, that gimmick can be targeted towards the children. Like, essentially make her a female Jack Sparrow, for fuck's sake. Right? She can speak English. Right? She's probably the best out of that bunch between Io and Asuka. Right? She can speak damn good English, but they don't let her. You know what I mean? But at this rate, they're not going to push her. Right? You know, long gone are the days of her being a single champion, like down there in NXT. What was that, back in like 2018, 2019? You know, she's never going to get that push on the main roster at this point. And I wouldn't be surprised if she gets released this year or next year. And if that happens, it was like, what the fuck was the point in bringing her back? You know what? This be a background player for fucking Io Sky and Damage Control? It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Getting back to Julia, alright? The beautiful badness. What the fuck does that mean? All the shit that made her cool in Stardom, the theme song, entrances, coming out to different clothes, like, she was styling on them hoes out there. Like, I know people, they're not going to take a look. They don't care. That's just as simple as that. They don't fucking care. Alright? I know they're not going to, but it's like the clothes, the music, matches, and the look. You know, the first time I seen Julia over there in Stardom, it's like a buddy of mine's recommended me a match of hers, which got me back into Joshi wrestling. Alright? I seen her the first time. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, she has what it takes to be in the WWE. Fast forward to 2025, she's on the main roster on SmackDown. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I say it. I see who has potential and who the fuck doesn't. Alright? Julia had that potential, especially the way that she was booked back then, absolutely. But all the things that made her cool, that made her stand out in Stardom, they stripped that shit away. We wore it down. We're gonna dilute this character as much as possible. Give her a shit generic Death Rebel theme song that fucking sucks ass. I'm gonna give her just a generic Joshi look because that's what they believe Joshi wrestlers all look like. Alright, cut some shit promos, the limited English that she has. And yeah, and expect people to root for her and get behind her and expect her to be the biggest babyface on SmackDown. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. You know what they should have did? Because now apparently Kiana James is linked up with Julia. What they should have did was have Kiana James be Julia's manager. Bring her in as a heel. Right? Got Kiana cutting the promos until Julia is ready to cut promos on her own. She's still learning how to speak English. Right? Because I know she's what, Italian and Japanese. Right? So it's going to take some time. But yeah, Kiana, in the meantime, saying shit like, she's the beautiful madness. You fuck with her beauty, you get the madness. There you go. Something like that. It's like you call her the beautiful madness. What the fuck does that mean? Like, I'm still waiting for a definition of that. What the fuck does that mean? But no, you know what the fuck they do, Julia? They bring her in, have her lose her first PLE match to AJ Perez. Alright, eventually gets called up to SmackDown. Wins the Women's United States Championship, already defends it, and then put her in a fucking random ass battle royal while she's still the champion on an all women's PLE and not defend that said championship. That's what the fuck they do with Julia and expect her to get over it. Garbage. Just absolute fucking garbage. And it's apparent that Triple H doesn't know what the fuck to do with these women. Right, Asuka just got back, so I'm not gonna really talk about her. Right, Asuka's Asuka. The only thing Asuka needs to do is fucking win at a WrestleMania. WrestleMania 42, she needs to win. Alright, she needs to be on the card, and she needs to win a singles match, for fuck's sake. And last but definitely not least, you had the final boss, Miku Satomura, on your roster for years, was dominating down at NXT UK. Bring up NXT, have AJ Perez go over on her. We haven't seen her in years. Then she randomly shows up in a dark match for a Japan show against Bayley. It's like, why the fuck did she never get called up? Especially someone as legendary, as great as Miku Satomura. You're gonna tell me you ain't got no plans for her? Got nothing for her on. Okay. And I'm not trying to hear some bullshit about, she's too fucking old. Like, have you seen the main event for Summerfest this year? Got two 40-year-olds. Got another fucking, was it 44, 45? And Pepsi Phil going up against the Young Buck, the Ring General. Gunther. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Got a whole bunch of 40-year-olds fucking running rampant on that fucking card. Get the fuck out of here, man. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this bullshit. Triple H fucking sucks as a booker. Right? He failed Io Sky as a champion. Doesn't know what the fuck to do with Julia. He's probably gonna fucking drop the ball completely and probably release Kairi Sane this year or next year. And Asuka, you keep doing your thing, Asuka. Like, just keep doing you, right? But I want to hear from you guys. All right, how do you guys feel about Triple H booking of the Joshi wrestlers here on the main roster in an NXT? Are you in favor of it? Do you oppose it? Or are you like, what the fuck is a Joshi wrestler? Let me know in the comment section, right? As far as what's next, got Travis Scott, got Rhea Shafir, and then NWA. Okay, I'm probably not going to do a Raw review. If it's a good episode, which I highly fucking doubt, maybe. But if not, I'll just do like a quick thoughts review on it, right? But that said, wasting up your guys' time, so be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect your viewers, loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. Most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.